What? I don't know, guys. Whether I'm live or not. I really don't know because I'm gonna be waiting here for just 1 minute. So yeah, it's just saying reconnection successful. I hope it's gonna resume because I like yeah. Okay, yeah. So the stream has resumed and I'm pretty sure it's gonna like working. So I'm gonna be waiting for you guys. I'm gonna wait for you guys to come and join me. So yeah, I hope you have some patience. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So let's begin our live stream, and I'm happy that we have got a live stream on our hands. So let's begin. iOS 11. I'm really sorry for my net speed. Really, really sorry. Yeah. So let's begin. It's already 5 minutes elapsed, and I really don't know that. Okay, my stream health is not nice, you know. Stream health is not up to the mark, I guess. Well, I don't know what's happening. You know what, let me begin my live stream. So, hello everyone. I'm glad you could join me on the live stream. So let's begin the live stream. Okay, yeah. So let's begin. So here it is, the iOS 11. So iOS 11 just recently rolled out to Apple iPhones. So and yeah, iPads too. So what is so amazing about this that many people are going crazy over it. There are many. The people are actually saying that this is a great deal. Like it is a big deal. It's a big loop for Apple. So yeah, so let's see what are the like top full features. Again, before getting any like higher or anything in more detail, I just want to say that in this you will probably lose your older apps in the iOS 11. Yep, that is true. And any apps that you were like any older apps that you were working with your iOS 10 or any other platform, you won't be able to use in the iOS 11. Yes, that is true. So yeah, let's leave that again. Let's go to other things. Now let's talk about the new features in iOS 11. The main thing. So the main talking about this, the iOS 11 control center. Yes, this is one handy thing. This is a hub. Apple has redesigned it completely, changed it completely. Again, this has now also changed. Now you can access the control center by swiping up from the bottom of your screen, and you can use this control center as you can see in front of the image that is up in front of me. So this image, you have like different brightness, volume, and the other normal standard buttons. Like again, you have hotspot, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, airplane mode, torch, etc. All these icons were actually present in the previous control center, but this has been redesigned completely, and this is nice thing. But now one more thing, interesting thing about this control center is you can actually customize the controls. You can add or delete the controls from the control center, which is the biggest thing, because you know in the previous control center this wasn't actually happening. So this is a pretty big loop through for iPhone, because you would be definitely hitting to go into the settings and change your control settings where, whereas in iOS 11 you can just manually customize your control center, and you can just say change the setting right away from swiping up from the bottom of your screen. So thumbs up to that. Now let's talk about what are the more things. Do not disturb while driving. Yes, this is again one more thing that is present in iOS 11. Now what this will basically do is that it will activate the do not disturb mode while driving. It can actually sense this automatically too. Well, there are many ways to like sense it, how you can basically activate it like manually or not. So yes, that is true. So this is how you can maintain that. After all, it's actually you, depending on you guys, to how to like activate the do not disturb mode while driving manually. You can also have to have an automatic reply message sent to someone who is actually just trying to reach you while you are driving. So you can tell them you are driving, and you will get back to them when you arrive at your destination, or any other message that you want to actually send in your automatic reply. So you can customize that very easily. You can choose whether to turn on this manually, automatically, or actually when your phone is connected to the car's Bluetooth, it will sense that you are going to now drive, and it will put your phone automatically on your do not disturb mode. And again, those automatic texts will be sent to the people who are trying to reach you. Now, one more interesting thing about iOS 11, Apple has provided a built-in screen recording software in the iOS 11. So that's cool. It's pretty cool. So you can just basically record your iPhone screen recording time very easily. So that's thumbs up to that. Okay, let's move to now. You can also, after you take a screenshot, after you take the screenshot, there will be a different types of menu settings which you can do, which weren't actually previously available, well, in iOS 10. So this wasn't available. You can now customize it. The thumbnail view of the screenshot, you can see, as you can see, this is available. This image shows us, actually demonstrates how this happens. So yep, I guess please comment guys if you are like finding the background music a bit too high or a bit too low. I can adjust that. So yeah, now let's talk about the Files app. Okay, this was something, wasn't much interesting, but it was still a new thing that is present in the iOS 11 and not in iOS 10. Now let's get to File app. This is one of the biggest things I probably can say. One of the biggest thing, one of the biggest thing, yes, because Files app. Now you can basically control files. This is basically a file explorer. You can see where the files are present, in which folders, what type of files, everything like you do in Android. This is one of the best things you can do in iOS 11. Let's get to next thing, which is the emergency SOS. Another important features, emergency SOS. So you can press basically the 5 times power buttons to call emergency services. Although to access this, you have to turn on this feature in settings if you want the call to be made actually automatically. With emergency SOS, you can call emergency services even if you don't know the local emergency number. So this is one of the nice things I have experienced in iOS 11. So thumbs up to this feature. Nice. Yeah, as you can see, now Toronto Police is also tweeting, and it's saying new iOS operating 9.11 feature. So it's not like, please do not try it out. Toronto Police receiving many test calls that tie up to our 9.11 lines. So yeah, it does work well. You don't have to actually try it out just for fun. So do not do that. Although this is, yeah, another thing. This is probably impossible in any MIUI phones. I'm gonna slow down the volume a little bit. So in MIUI phones, you can Redmi phones, in MIUI you can basically share the Wi-Fi passwords from one MI phone to another MI phone, which just basically goes through a QR code. One phone displays the QR code and other scans the code. Now this has also been made possible in iOS 11, which is just another basic cool thing you can experience while using your phone. So now what this do? This is not pretty similar to MIUI. It's another leap through. It's a big leap. So how does it work? Just hold your iPhone or iPad close to a device or Mac or computer that is signed into the Wi-Fi. And if that person has you in their contacts list, they will be again asked if they want to let you sign into the network. Once they agree, you are in. That's it. That's how easy it is. So thumbs up to that, Apple. You did a nice job. Siri translations. Yes, now Siri has also got smarter. It can now translate English phrases into French, German, Italian, Mandarin, and Spanish. Series will say the translated phrase so you can learn how it is pronounced. This will show in the written message. It will actually help you when you're traveling to foreign countries and if you want to say something to the people. So this might help you as a translator. It might act as a translator medium. Yeah. So Apple Maps, another thing. Although in India Apple Maps do not function properly and fully, so not a big thing over here, but Apple Maps have been improved too. So they can show them insides of some malls, airports, which is amazing. Like they are getting into Google. It's like Google Earth. I don't know. Now deleting apps. This is also advanced. What is so great about this? Well, let's begin. iOS 11 does helps you guide in deleting apps you rarely use to make this post on your phone. Suppose you're running out of the space on your phone, so iPhone will guide you which apps to offload off your phone or basically to uninstall off your phone. So how can you do that? So just iOS or iPhone, your iPhone will basically suggest you which apps you can do. You can offload your phone. So how to go to settings, then iTunes and App Store, and then you can see the offload unused apps. And if you change your mind, you can obviously again anytime download the app again from iTunes if it is still available. One-handed keyboard. This is probably one more thing that Apple has introduced in iOS 11. Well, you can actually, sometimes you have some problems reaching in the different sides of the keyboard and it's a little bit hard to reach. So Apple has provided again one more solution. So this feature will basically be a problem for big devices like iPhone 7 Plus, iPhone 8 Plus, the Plus devices, 6s Plus, 6 Plus. So in here you can like basically turn your keyboard to left-handed or right-handed side depending on which hand you are holding your phone in, and you can just easily then type it. So yeah, this can be done by pressing the globe button on the keyboard. The keyboard will be smaller and move to the left or right according to you do that. Tap the or on the returned to the full size keyboard. Again, as you can see, there is this thumbnail of the picture. Yep. So yeah, what more? Scanning documents. You can now also scan documents into the Notes app where you can sign them and send them back. To scan a document, you can obviously open the Notes app, which previously was there but didn't have this feature, so now you can use that. And yeah, if you want to read all this, here you can read this. That's it. So I hope you guys like enjoy this. Yes, that's it. Like this was a main basic through for the iOS 11 features. And talking about the dark mode, I'll be coming that to very soon, guys, so don't get disappointed. Okay, so yeah, this was the features. Let's talk about another article. So this was the iOS 11. Let's get to Apple iPhone 8. Well, as we all know, the Apple iPhone 8 has released recently, and we have just now, sometime back, we have got iPhone 8 crackling earpiece issues. Wow. Well, the company is acknowledging that there are actually a small number of cases with this problem, having this problem. So let's get to it and how does the company respond. So some iPhone 8 owners again are running into the issue where the iPhone's earpiece, when they make a call, the earpiece makes a disruptive crackling or static sound that disrupts the audio. It makes you feel like you're in 90s and living in the 90s. Well, okay, let's not roast Apple too much and let's get back to our business. So it's not clear actually what is causing the certain iPhones to be affected. All the iPhones don't have the problem, but some seem to be impacted by this. This is happening to both the 8 and 8 Plus, and the owner indicates that it is happening across different carriers and in different parts of the world too. It's not only like in different carriers. So yeah, and it says the crackling only occurs during some phone and FaceTime calls. Though it doesn't happen during every single call and doesn't show up when using the earpiece as a loudspeaker, this suggests that it may be a software problem, like Apple is saying, since the hardware itself isn't consistently displaying the issue. So yes, that means that there is obviously some problems. Well, yes. Let's begin. Let's continue. So I could show you this video. I'm not gonna showing you this video. Well, due to some reasons. Let's begin. Okay, you know, you obviously don't want to get copyrighted too. If you get copyrighted, that's not my problem. So let's see. The noise sound like the what is the noise sound like? Do you hear experience it on your iPhone too? So you can see this sounds like a sharp pops at the very edge of this earpiece. While it wasn't totally disruptive during the call, I heard it on did sound a little odd and annoying. So that's how a user is saying, I guess. So yes, if you are also experiencing this, do report it to Apple and do comment it down. How did you experience this? When did you experience this? And please tell me so that we can just confess this or confront Apple for this. Just kidding. So now Apple has obviously I told you above that it has acknowledged this problem and they are saying that they will be soon working out and releasing a nice fix, but they actually haven't offered any timeline on when the bug fix would be shipped, but it typically issues multiple updates in the weeks and months after putting out a new phone and operating system. So that's just a basic we can say prediction. We are not still very sure, but this is how we are thinking is going to happen. Now after all, this is not a pretty old phone that everything is all set up. It's released a brand new phone, so it would take some time for the software to get released. So yeah, well, I'm at least happy that the Apple is acknowledging these number of cases and are working out. Let's now get to another thing. Okay, that was just some problem for iPhone 8. Now let's see. Many people are not happy. Well, I am not happy for these things. They are saying I would never trade in my iPhone 6s for an iPhone 8 or iPhone 10. Why? Well, yes, that is true. Many people are saying that. And why is it so? Why is it so? Oh man, there are lots of ads here. Oh wow. There are lots of ads over here, I guess. So they're just saying like, why is this happening? Well, it's a big thing to say. Because you know, Apple iPhone 6s, has been one of the most legit streams. iPhone 6s has been a very nice phone till now. It has like brought up a revolution. It introduced the 3D touch. Well, people are saying that this is not one of the best phone, the iPhone 8 or iPhone 8 Plus that Apple has released till now. So they're saying Apple generates an incredible amount of hype around new iPhones. Sometimes it can be even hard to realize that your old iPhones are perfectly fine. Well, over here, the site of Business Insider, these people are saying our own Antonio Villas-Boas, sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong, has been using the Apple iPhone 6s since it was released 2 years ago. And he says you don't have to worry about upgrading. Here's what you need to know. So let's see what we need to do. Well, okay, so this is just a video. Well, yes. Okay, so this side is like pretty much lagging so much. I don't know what is happening to this site. Oh god, I don't even know whether you are like hearing the. So it's not something, as you can see, he is telling why don't you do this. He's saying that's the one area, maybe the iPhone 6 is. Let's mute this out. Well, actually these are some things that they have been showing how what is happening, what is new in iPhone 8 and what's not in 6s. So here we are taking 6s. Well, he's showing us pretty good reasons why you should not actually switch to iPhone 8 or 8s. 8 Plus, sorry. So with this, because just you are still actually totally fine with the performance, you might actually considering getting one it repaired by Apple itself. If you're out of warranty, you don't have Apple Care, it costs $80 to get it required at the Apple Store, whereas like spending $800 over iPhone 8, not a bad deal, and this is very important too. He's saying this is the last iPhone with the headphone jack. Wow, it's just wow. Well, iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, they have removed the headphone jack, so that's not very nice. And this goes again with the 8 and 8 Plus. So, well, there are obviously some shadows and over things you can say that like not there. Well, in the iPhone 8, there are something like in the gaming region, the iPhone 6 is there the region it could improve. So that's just one point where it cannot move very nicely. So That's it. That's all I can tell you, because 6s is perfectly fine phone, and if you are having just, it's perfectly running fine. Do not upgrade it. Wait for some time. For iPhone 10 maybe, but for iPhone 8 definitely not. Well, he says for iPhone 10 also not, because iPhone 6s is one of the best, like, iconic phones of Apple ever made. You never want to miss that phone. So yeah, he's not switching out, and it's a perfectly fine phone. That's what people are saying. Let's get switched to another article. Well, as we know, iPhone 10 has kind of, as we know, not kind of, iPhone 10 has, you know, done, like, removed the home button. Okay, like, eroding the home button completely is a big task to say. It is a completely big thing to say. Why? Well, it's a big thing to say. Why won't it be? Well, let's see. Apple says don't use Face ID or an iPhone X if you are under 13 or have a twin. Wow. Why that's so? Well, if you are using an iPhone 10 and if you are under 13 or have a twin, you probably shouldn't use iPhone. You shouldn't use Face ID on the iPhone 10. Well, because or even though Apple says that facial recognition system is 20 times more secure than Touch ID, but it still struggles with young users and siblings. Then this is pretty big thing, because even if you are having your evil twin who might want to access your phone anytime he wants, he can access your iPhone 10 with the Face ID using his own face. Or if you are under 13 and if you are using an iPhone 10, you're probably having a hard time using the iPhone 10 using the Face ID. So this is what the Apple recommends. It just says this is what happens. While few young children, well, actually, one thing is that obviously it's 13-year children are very few likely to be given a, I don't know, $1,000 phone. Well, even if they are, so there will be some problems. So now those users will, if these children who are under 13 and are using this iPhone 10, then they can, Apple basically recommends to disable the Face ID and use a passcode instead. So that's what Apple says over here, because for those who were over 13 or without evil twins. Well, this concern is a deliberate attack. Touch ID's Apple single was famously passed by just 2 days after it was launched in the iPhone, using a fake fingerprint placed over a real finger. Well, yes, that happened, if you guys didn't know. So yes, Apple Face ID also has some many issues. If you are under 13 or if you have an evil twin, you might want to consider getting the iPhone 10. Yes, you might want to. It's not just about not using the Face ID or disabling the Face ID, but you are paying a good amount of dollars on your phone. And if you are not getting what you wanted to, you're just using a passcode like a literally friggin' old phone, like an iPhone 5, an iPhone 4S actually, which didn't have any fingerprint in it. So this is one thing. iPhone 5 also, I think, didn't have any fingerprint in it. So it's just basically like using such an old phone, well, just even paying so much amount of money and not using the Face ID. So that's not cool. But that's only, again, very rare if you are under 13. And we're under 13. It's very unlikely for the people to be giving phone under 13. It's such a costly phone. And if you're having an evil twin or a normal twin, basically, so you might want to reconsider getting the iPhone 10. Okay, that's what were the views by the Guardian. Okay, let's check. Now iPhone 10 production has been getting delayed and delayed and delayed. Why is that? Yes, there is due to some reasons. You might be surprised, but yes, that is one of the big reasons. You might want to see. Wow, the stream is so late. Okay, yeah, so let's talking about the more things. Wow, I must say that stream is catching on nicely. So iPhone 10 delays are blamed on actually snag in facial recognition hardware. The report says iPhone 10, it has been a long time since like iPhone 10 has been released, and they were saying that they will ship this phone pretty soon, but they haven't been shipping this phone nicely. Then what's main thing to be saying? What is to be blamed for this late production of iPhone 10? It is delaying. Well, that is the snag in facial recognition hardware, which is what basically the report says. It is saying iPhone, Apple is basically, you can say that it is delayed due to the parts related to facial recognition according to the Wall Street Journal. Well, the parts for the Face ID, or basically the Face ID thing, there are some special parts and you cannot basically get them very easily or make them very easily, so which is become the main part for the iPhone 10 to be getting delayed. Yeah, so it's, I'm not gonna be explaining like basically Face ID again and again. So that's what the main thing was for Apple. The Face ID, the parts for making the Face ID, or basically the flood illuminator, dot projector, etc., etc. These things are making the production process slow and making it delay. That's it. Let's get crack into the next part. Okay, so let's see. Now, leaving the iPhone behind, let's get to Samsung. Now Samsung is all ready to, like, you can say, ready to steal the thunder of iPhone. That's true. They are going to be doing this pretty soon. So that's just something you guys like want to say, you want to experience. I don't know. Samsung Galaxy 10. They are launching a foldable smartphone. This is just not it's just not some rumor. It is like an official thing. No, I don't know about official thing, but it is one. It is sure that this one is going to be launching sometime soon, probably in the next year. But it will be. It's not a rumor. It's you can say it's actually, I think Samsung CEO or head manager, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, has tweeted that they will be launching a foldable smartphone. He just teased about that smartphone, and yes, that is true. He did tease about it, and that's true. So now, what is happening with this phone? Let's talk about that. This phone, Samsung Galaxy, I don't know how it's pronounced again. Is it X or is it 10? I'm just gonna say 10 for following the iPhone 10 trend too. Samsung Galaxy 10 has got certified in South Korea. Yes, that is true. This phone has got certified in South Korea, which means that it has got certified. It has got the certificate to get like selling. This is like the first, probably the first foldable smartphone, the first foldable smartphone. Yeah, that's true. So this says the South Korean certification body has certified Galaxy S model number SM-G88890 as per a report. So according to a report, this is put it by GSM Arena. It has been passed by South Korean regulator equivalent to USFCC. Here's a model name I have told you, which doesn't really shed any light on what the final device will look like. However, the NO part at the end of the model suggests a Korean model. So that NO model means that it is a Korean model and it's going to be launching soon. And yes, it is probably going to be a foldable smartphone. On the certification result page, this is marked as an equipment of radio equipment for LTE mobile communication, which means that it could be any device but a device bearing the same model number which was previously spotted on the Wi-Fi as a smartphone. While the things look pretty blurry right now in the terms of devices entity, its US SEC certification listing under the year will be coming in the weeks. And okay, as you can see, it's written here. The Samsung's mobile chief DJ Ko earlier said this month the South Korean Colossus is planning to introduce a foldable smartphone in its Galaxy Note smartphone series as early as 2018. Wow! So we can expect a great leap of more smartphones, of foldable smartphones. That's true. Yes, let's wait for that to come. So it's definitely now the launch of Galaxy 10 does appears to be imminent. It bears a model number of SM-G8890 or maybe N0. Is N0 or NO? I don't know. So yeah, Samsung Galaxy 10 gets certified in South Korea and it is step closer to the launch. Because it has got certified in North Korea, it means that it is going to launch very soon. So thumbs up to that. Yes, let's get another news. I just wanted to say credits to all the sites which I have been using. Thanks to Gadgets 360 by NDTV. Thanks to Business Insider India. Thanks to, which site was this? Thanks to Learning English. I don't know, Learning English. LearningEnglish.onenews.com. Thank you so much for this. And again, thank you to Verge.com. Thank you to all these sites. These are the credits. Thank you. Now let's see. Again, I have been telling you that it is a foldable smartphone launching. It will be launching next year. That's pretty eminent. It is, thing. So he is saying that releasing foldable smartphone according to Bo Dongjin, a mobile chief Samsung. He said again a foldable smartphone. Releasing a foldable smartphone isn't that easy, and it is true. As the head of the business, I can say our current goal is next year. Ko Jin told press according to Bloomberg, when we can overcome some problems, for sure we will launch the product. Again, they want this product to be finished and perfect, so that's why they are making the goal the next year for launching the smartphone. Let's see what happens. So this is what all you need to know about Samsung's bendy foldable handset. Let's see. Oh, now what do you need to know about this? This is slated again for 2018 release. So it says it can be limited only to 100,000 units at launch, and this is possibly a smartphone / a tablet hybrid. So this is just speculation. This is just one thing. You can't say anything about this. This ain't anything. Well, this is just a room. This is just a speculation that how this phone would be. It would work like. So this is just how. Now let's see. They're saying that the initial hope, all the fleeting, was that the Galaxy 10 would get a mention during the Note 8 unveiling back in August 2017. But alas, there wasn't even at the faintest of the waves. That means at the launch of Note 8, no one even spoke about this phone. Now there was even just a single word was spoken about this phone at that time. Now would this be a hybrid design? Would this be a hybrid design? Would this be a 5-inch mobile screen which can be converted into a 7-inch display? Well, the device can be 4K, and this might be patented on the screen hinge technology. Well, Samsung do like to keep people guessing. A 2016 Bloomberg report suggested that they're not just working on Samsung Galaxy 10 but another foldable device. The first glimpse of this concept was actually shown back in 2014, though it was a teaser video that demonstrated a flexible OLED display phone and a tab concept. More recently, leaked patents have shown something resembling slightly more typical Galaxy device with the functional buttons. It's just another speculation. So when does it come out? The report suggests that this phone is going to be again coming in the second quarter of 2018, revealed, and it will be initially limited to 100,000 units. Again, okay, we have talked about the release. What can be the specs? How is it going to work? It's going to be again patent on a screen hinge technology. It is going to be a 5.7-inch device maybe. It might be 1080p OLED display on an automated ARM control with a pixel density of 368 ppi. That is pixels per inch. Well, considering this was just the last year, it does seem odd that Samsung would not incorporate into a future product. This probably wouldn't happen. These are just again speculations. We are thinking about this. So this is how the phone would be. These are some images, dual cameras, how the phone is gonna be working. I'm not gonna get in detail with that. Well, let's talk about, okay, we know that Samsung Galaxy 10 is going to be a foldable smartphone. Which else company is actually making a foldable smartphone? Well, it does say there have been rumors and there have been speculations that LG can also reveal a foldable device soon, and Lenovo pegged as another front runner. So yeah, that is true. Well, that's not to say other companies that are also not eyeing up the foldable smartphone. Many other companies, Moto, OnePlus, many other companies have been eyeing up the foldable smartphone, and they will be bringing some great revolution. Yes, but so far we know that LG are keen to take and Samsung in the early days of foldable. As soon as maybe Samsung releases the foldable smartphone, maybe LG might also release a smartphone affordable. Maybe, I don't know, it might release another foldable smartphone it might be affordable than the Samsung. It can be anything. Well, we just can say that LG might bring the phone just after the release of Galaxy 10, maybe. Still, that's not for sure. Let's talk about the another. Credits to Christian Post. The Christian Post, thank you for your article. Now let's see. Samsung Galaxy Note 8. This is a phone which has been very nice, but hasn't deserving all the attention that it basically should. It is not. So why is it so? Well, it is happening because it is happening. Let's scroll down the article. With just roughly 2 weeks since it released, the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 has received fairly positive reviews. Some of its features, however, on average and not so stellar feedback from early tech reviewers. Well, those tech reviewers weren't as impressed by the Note 8 as Samsung might have expected them to be. Well, in a report by the Indian Express, the S Pen key offers key features that gives users bang for their buck. The S Pen offers accuracy when it comes to handwriting, which is perfect for some people who need to take down notes while on the go. Well, not very ideal, but it is okay. Moreover, the S Pen also allows the users to pin their notes on the top of the display and send live handwritten messages to friends, which is a nice thing. Well, in addition, the S Pen is now dust and waterproof, and the users who love to draw will also find this accessory very helpful. Again, this is probably not that ideal, but it is again one more thing as this phone is a Note, so this is one thing which you would expect this to happen. Meanwhile, the device's battery is again a different story, with the world zooming in on the battery of the Galaxy Note 8 after its predecessor spotted a disastrous one. Well, the Galaxy Note 7 did have some disastrous future behind it. I wouldn't say that it was the best phone with Samsung. Well, Samsung, you might have not done the correct job while designing the the Galaxy Note 8. The Galaxy Note 7, not the Note 8. Well, they are saying that it is reported that the 33 mAh battery of the Galaxy Note 8 is underwhelming. It may no longer be overheating and exploding type like that of the Note 7s, but its battery life is no longer the same compared to the early incarnations of the Note. The battery has been decreased to a little amount, the 3300 mAh battery, which is not the perfect, because you are browsing through your phone. It is a big display. It is featuring such a big display. It supports a 6.3-inch display, Super AMOLED touchscreen, offering 16 million colors. So this type of display does require juice to work. So you gotta have some juice. Well, another thing about this is the Note 8 battery does charges very quickly. It has the capability of complete charge from an empty state in an hour and a half. It's cool. Probably not the best, considering the OnePlus charging technique, but still it is a pretty nice job done by the Samsung over here. Supporting a 6.3-inch display, the Galaxy Note 8 supports a Super AMOLED. I have told all of you this. The camera is also features a primary 12 megapixel camera. Again, this is a dual camera by Samsung. This is one of the best things you can see. Camera, auto HDR, dual video calls. So these are many things. This is powered by Snapdragon 835 and has an iris and a fingerprint sensor, just like the Samsung S8 and S8 Plus. The Galaxy Note 8 also features the Bixby voice assistants like the Samsung S8, you can say. So this is what I wanted to talk about in this tech update. I hope you guys were happy. The tech update done by me. Please suggest more articles for me, what to do, how to talk about it, what more things you want to see. Please comment down, because till when you don't comment it really hurts, because it's getting kind of lonely here. That is why I'm saying comment down. Hope you guys enjoy this. Please subscribe my channel, like my video, and then also I just want to say, I've never said this on my YouTube channel, but please also subscribe. No, sorry, not subscribe. Please also like my Facebook page. I probably, I can leave the URL just down here. put the okay, I'll put the description, just like the URL in the description. You can just access the Facebook page so that it is easier for you guys to like my Facebook page. It would mean a lot to me if you guys would just do that. And yes, so I'm just editing my description. So it's just very simple URL, www.facebook.com/phonefuture. That's it. Yep, no more hard working URLs. This is the simple, you can say. Yep, so I have updated my description. You can check my description and please like my Facebook page. Thank you. Hope you guys are having a lovely day as well. I'm probably done with me. And okay, is there any more thing that you guys want me to talk about? I guess this is it. So guys, I'll probably see you in my next video. Till the time, peace out, bye bye. I guess so. So yeah, also I just wanted to ask about, did you like my background music? I have been previously changing my video styles, uploading video styles. You can see there have been a background music in my last video, and I'm also like played the background music in this one. So if you guys enjoyed this background music, please hit the thumbs up. I'll bring more tracks with you, and many more tracks, many more things to come. So I hope you guys are happy with this. Okay, it's a time probably to say goodbye. So okay guys, I'll see you guys in my next video, or in my next live stream. Till the time, peace out, bye bye. Thank you for watching. It was nice